All right, class. Welcome to another one of my Verbling classes here. I'm really excited for this lesson. Last time I tried a lesson with idioms, it was okay. But we have a lot of really good idioms to go over with some stories that kind of explain more of the background of how they're used and why they're used, and so I'm excited to get into that. I'm going to be looking for some more examples that we can use of other idioms throughout life. Let's see who we got here. Kubra, how are you?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. And Jericho, how are you, Jericho? Jericho, can you hear me okay? Not so much? Okay. And Kubra, it should be getting late where you're at, right? Is it about midnight there?
Yeah.
Wow. You're a night owl, is someone who stays up late. All right, very cool. And Nino, how are you, Nino? You know, make sure that your headphones are on. Your mic isn't muted. Wow, it's 2 a.m. where you're at. Well,
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. And 11 o'clock where you're at, Norbert. Wow. Wow. All right. So, yeah, here it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess I can't complain because there's been times where I've definitely been up at 2 o'clock teaching English. So I guess it wouldn't be strange to be taking English classes that early in the morning, because I've definitely been up that early doing it. What time is it there in Italy, Nino?
It is 11 p.m. 11 p.m.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit later there as well. Okay, very cool.
And there?
Here in Costa Rica, it is 4 p.m.
4 p.m. 11 p.m.
Yeah, yeah. So I was just hanging out with my family a little bit, and before I have the night tonight, I'll teach 2 hours here with Verbling, and then I have some other classes that I teach for about 3 hours tonight. I'll get done in about 11, and then be done for the night. All right, you guys. Let's see who we got. Alan, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm alright. What about you?
I'm doing good. How's London today?
It was as usual, rainy, and yeah, it was a lot of mist and stuff. So ugly.
Okay. All right, very cool, very cool. And let's see, Alan is from France, but he's living in London. And now you said that last time we were talking, you have to force yourself to use your English. What kind of a job do you do? What's your job specifically, Alan?
I'm a web designer.
There you go. So you're staring at a computer, not really talking to a whole lot of people throughout the day, right?
Exactly. I mean, I could talk to people and convey my ideas and stuff, but I think it's the hardest part, because it's like convey feelings and that kind of thing. So it's really hard to tell and find the right words to explain what you really want to say.
I would imagine, and especially nowadays that everything can be done by chat. I know in my when I was living in the U.S., I would rarely leave my office because I could just pull up an instant message and talk with someone that's in another office, right? And I didn't have to leave the office very much, or through email, things like that. So
Yeah.
now, Alan, how do you pronounce your last name?
Ambush.
Ambush?
Ambush, like the president.
Oh, okay. With the accent on the end, right? Ambush.
Yeah, exactly.
And is that a French last name?
No, it's I'm originally from Cameroon.
Oh, okay, very cool.
So when my mother, hi, So when my mother got to France, they tried to franchise a little bit the name. So it turns out embouche, and bouche means mouse in French.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is it you in the photo?
Say it again?
Is it you in the photo?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, okay.
All right, very
Aling,
Yes.
excuse me, is it really red ambush or bush? Because if I'm Cameroonian too, so I'm not.
Oh,
I know
I think that my mom told me that the original pronunciation of it is mbuche, but people
Buche,
pronounce
yes,
it embouche.
ambush. Okay, right.
Oh, okay, so if you're in Cameroon, it would be mbouche, so it's more of an sound into it instead of m.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, interesting. All right, well, let's see who else we got. Griselda, how are you?
Perfect, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great. Now, Griselda, if I remember correctly, you live in Spain, correct?
No,
No?
I'm
Dang
living
it.
in Ohio, USA.
What? I totally failed that one big time.
Yes,
Okay, where are you originally from, Griselda?
I'm from Mexico.
Golly, yeah, I was way off. I'm probably thinking of another Griselda from before. So, Ohio. It is freezing cold in Ohio right now, is it not?
Right now it's snowing.
Oh man, I do not miss that. Oh, jeez. Okay, very cool. So, why did you go from Mexico to Ohio? What brought you there?
Oh, because I have my family here.
Okay, cool, cool. And so, did you are you married? Do you have? Did you marry a Mexican and are living in the U.S. or did you marry an American or you're not married yet?
I married with a Mexican, but he's living here too.
Okay, cool, very cool, nice. All right, well, good to meet you. Now, are you working right now, Griselda, or are you studying?
I'm going to start working this spring.
Okay, where are you going to work at? Do you know yet?
Yeah, it's like oh, I don't know how to explain. It's like let me think. It's because my vocabulary is not too
Okay,
big.
say it in Spanish, and I'll help you out.
Oh, do you know Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. Es como en un... No lo sé ni en español.
Okay, well, think about it. Once you get it, shoot me a message over on the chat box. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right, cool. Let's see. Jericho Vergara, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing good. Where are you from, Jericho?
From Peru.
From Peru. That's one of my favorite places for food. I love Peruvian food. It's my absolute favorite. And let's see. Where do you live in Peru?
In Lima.
In Lima. Very nice. And are you a student or do you work full time?
No, I am a student.
Say that again.
I am a student.
Okay, you're a student. Okay, what are you studying?
Where?
No, what are you studying?
International business.
International or directional?
International.
International business. Good. Okay, so yeah, English would definitely be good for you to learn. Nice. Well, good. Welcome to class, Jericho. Let's see. Next we have Kubra, and I was talking with her just a little bit. That's where the whole time came on. I guess for Manal, it's 2 a.m. There in Turkey, which is where Kubra is from. It's close to midnight, or probably past midnight now. And so, Kubra, what did you do today besides go to your classes?
I am going. I'm sorry. I do class.
Uh-huh.
I'm exactly excited so I can't speak. Sorry.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I was sort of putting you on the spot. No problem. Okay, and let's see, Maria Jose, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Great, great. And Maria, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Oh, okay, very cool. And what part of
Yeah.
Colombia do you live in?
It's a small city called Neiva.
Neiva.
It's near Bogota. Bogota.
Yeah, I had another student earlier today that was from Neiva as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. And are you
Yeah.
a student or?
Right now I am unemployed because I recently I graduated from university at December.
Okay,
So I'm looking for a job. So I hope.
gotcha. And what did you graduate with? What's your
I
degree?
am petroleum engineer.
Nice, very cool. So do you want to work on at a like a dig site out in the middle of the ocean, or do you want to work on
Yeah,
inland?
my big dream is work in a platform, platform because I love the how do you say that the offshore dream. Sorry,
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Your volume is fluctuating. It's going like this a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep, there you go. That's better. Whatever you did, stay like that because it's easier to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you want to go and work on a platform?
Yeah, on a platform. Yes, because it's more. I don't know. It's more challenging than the onshore dream. So I don't know. I like it more.
Okay. Very cool. I know you can also make more money working out on a platform as well.
Yeah.
So that's better. I was actually looking at doing that for a little bit, but there were so many people in the United States that were without work that it was no longer, because I was like, yeah, I'll go anywhere. I'll work and then take 3 weeks off or 2 weeks off and go hang out with my family. But yeah, didn't work out. So no worries. Okay, cool. Well, nice meeting you. And let's see, Nino. We were talking a little bit as well. And Nino's from Cameroon, but she's living in Italy right now. Now, what is your job exactly, Nino? What do you do for work?
I work as it's called in Italian commerciale estero. It's
a commercial
marketing job.
Okay.
Estero.
But is it by making phone calls? Are you marketing that way, or?
Yes, phone calls, even online, by email. So it's when you look for buyers.
Okay. Okay, so it's sales.
You look
sales
for
and marketing.
buyers.
Okay.
Sales marketing, yes. Sales marketing job, yes.
Yeah. So what that would be called in English would be telemarketing. Okay, that's how we would say that. We'd say telemarketing.
Telemarketing. About not outside, but about inside and office, so inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very very nice.
It's
I've done
telemarketing.
that. Yeah, it's telemarketing. Okay. Very
Okay,
cool.
thank
And
you.
Norbert, sure, no problem. Norbert, how was your day today? What did you do? Anything exciting?
No. I was in grabbing classes.
Well,
So I just learned English.
did you play the piano at least today? Did you jam something out on the piano?
Yes, I'm writing a new song now.
Good, very cool. Yeah, my right now. So when I was in the States, I would do a lot of writing by myself and with others for just smaller videos and whatnot. But now I've started to write songs in Spanish. I have my wife write the lyrics because even though I can speak Spanish, it's hard to be semi-poetic.
But it's different with guitar.
the guitar is always going to be the same. I know how to play blues, jazz, rock, Latin, flamenco, things
I
like
know,
that. And
but
so I can adjust my style. And so anyway, I started writing songs and got with a buddy and we had started practicing some of these songs. So it's been pretty fun. We'll see how it goes.
but I I write solo songs, without lyrics.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I do when I write songs, they're going to be more basic. The most complicated part of a song would definitely be the melody, the vocal melody. The guitar chords themselves and the strum is going to be really pretty basic, so that the person focuses more on, or the listener focuses more on the melody and the lyrics, so that they can sing along. So, but yeah, I love writing songs. Well, yeah, once it's done, post it on YouTube.
What?
Yeah, I can post a link to SoundCloud so you can listen to some of the music I've done. I'll post that in just a little bit. Let's see. Pablo, how are you, Pablo?
Hello everyone. I'm doing great. I'm Pablo and I'm from Argentina.
Awesome, Pablo. What part of Argentina?
Right now I'm living in La Plata, in Buenos
La
Aires.
Plata, in Buenos Aires. Okay, cool. Yeah, I lived in let's see, Chacarita, Parque Chacabuco, as well
Yeah,
as Del Viso,
I know.
places like that. Have we been in the same class before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. No, okay. Hold on one second. Cosette, hay que salir. Lo siento, pero hay que salir. Gracias. All right. Sorry. That was my daughter. I don't know why she came in. But she didn't realize that I was teaching. Okay. All right. So what are you doing right now, Pablo? Are you
I'm
you
student.
studying? You're okay.
Yeah, a university course. English translation, basically.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Nice. All right. Well, welcome to class. And let's go ahead and get started, everybody. The document that I have, it's a PDF file. Now, you can also download this and save this on your computer if you want to. Yeah, thank you, Mana. I'm opening up my SoundCloud here in just one second, and I'll see if I can I'll post something here in the chat. So, I think I only have 2 songs on this one particular account, and then I have some other music that I did with a band. But anyway, all right, you guys. So over in the chat box is the link. Go ahead and open that up. And with this document, we're going to be reading through. It looks like we have maybe 12 to 15 different phrases that are idioms that we use, okay? And each of these phrases has a really short story that goes along with it that explains how we would use that and kind of the situation behind it. So what we're going to do, we're going to read that short story, and honestly it's maybe 3 paragraphs long, really short, and then we'll talk about what that phrase would mean. Okay, so let's start off with Alan, and everybody, we're going to go to, it's going to be on page 2, so we're going to go past the table of contents. Okay, that's that first page you see that says contents at the top. Go to page 2 where it says don't throw in the towel. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and let's see, Alan, please read that first paragraph.
Okay. Don't throw in the towel. Lindsay was making cookies when the phone rang. It was her best friend. Lindsay walked around in the kitchen with the phone tucked under her chin, measuring and mixing as she chatted. She didn't notice that she used salt instead of sugar.
Uh-oh. All right, and let's see, David Gonzalez. Oh, I didn't see you come in. How you doing, man?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, now.
Welcome
Hi,
to class.
Chad. Hi, everyone. I'm
Hi.
doing well, and you?
I'm doing good. Where are you from, David?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain.
I live at the south of Spain, Huelva.
Okay, the south of Spain. Very good. All right. Well, we're going to keep going. I apologize. I didn't see you here. Else I would have talked to you a little bit more, man. Okay. Well, let's. All right. In another time. Okay. So let's have you keep going. I'm going to have you read the next 2 paragraphs. Okay. Starting at an hour later.
Okay. Great. An hour later, Lindsay was taking the cookies out of the oven just as her brother Rob came in. Have a cookie, she offered.
And the next paragraph, please.
And the next? Okay. Thanks, agreed Rob, stuffing the whole cookie into his mouth. Suddenly, his eyes widened. Oh, it's awful. He rushed to the sinks for a glass of water.
Okay, and that would be he rushed. He rushed to the sink, okay?
He rushed. Okay, he rushed to the sink.
Good. Okay, Griselda, let me have you read the last 2 paragraphs there.
Okay. Lindsay looked as if she were going to cry. I'm never going to make cookies again, she declared. Don't throw them in the towel, Rob retorted. Just try following the receipt next time.
Okay, that would be recipe.
Recipe.
Okay, good. So it's a short story, okay, about cooking. Okay, she made a mistake. She used salt instead of sugar. All right, and at the end, Rob said, "Don't throw in the towel." All right. Now, class, what do you think "don't throw in the towel" means?
Don't give up.
Good, Maria. Don't give up. Don't give up. And where do you think that phrase would come from?
Sports.
Okay,
yeah.
What sport specifically? Anyone? What's that?
Football, basketball.
Boxing. Boxing. Yeah. So it was used before when a boxer went down. What are they called? The corner, the person that was the trainer or whatnot, they usually have like a towel on the side of their shoulder or something like that. And if the boxer goes down or if they're doing a bad job, they throw in the towel. Okay, and if they do that, that means it's over. No more fight. They're done. Okay, so that phrase, "don't throw in the towel," that's where that comes from. Okay, and yes, it means to give up, to stop doing something completely. Okay, does anybody have any questions about that?
No.
No, it's clear.
Very cool.
It's quite clear.
Very cool. All right, let's go to page or the next page. Okay, she blew her top. All right, starting with Jericho.
Yep. Hank Wolf, what are you doing? Called Dr. Wolf. As Hank ran past her up the stairs without a word, Hank slammed his bedroom door. I will better go check this out, decided Hank muttered.
Okay, that would be I'd better go check this out. That I'd. Let me have you read that last sentence one more time.
A repeat?
Just that last sentence. I'd better go check this out.
I'd better go check this out.
Okay, much better. Thank you. All right, let's see. Who do we got next? Kuvra, let me have you read the next two paragraphs or so. Okay.
Okay. Hank shot Dr. Wolf as she knocked on the door.
That would be knocked. Knocked.
Knocked.
As she knocked on the door, that K is going to be silent. Knocked.
Knocked on the door. Coming, not Hank. Hank's mother went in and saw Hank sitting on the side of his bed, staring at the floor. "What's wrong, son?" asked Dr. Wolf. You probably...
Okay, just tell right there.
Okay,
thank you. And Maria, please read that last paragraph.
Okay. Joel, the last one, right?
Yep, starting with Yule.
Okay. You'll probably be getting a phone call from Mr. Hansen next door. And began. He was practicing.
All right, Maria, I couldn't hear you. Your volume started really good, and then it dropped right off.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yep.
we heard the
Okay.
just barely. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let me. I think it may be the connection, maybe your speaker. Does your microphone? Do you plug your microphone in, or is it built into the computer?
No, I plug in.
Okay. See if you can take it out and then try and plug it right back in. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll see if you can. I'll have you read that one more time. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Okay. You'll probably be getting a phone call from Mr. Hansen.
All right. Yeah, it did it again. I can't hear you very well.
Oh my God. So please let me. I check my phone.
Yeah, go ahead and check that. I'm gonna mess with your microphone just a little bit, and I'll have
Okay.
Nino read. Okay. Nino,
Okay.
can you read that last paragraph?
Yeah, teacher. You'll probably be getting a phone call from Mr. Hansen next door. Han began. I was practicing hitting my new baseball in the lot out back. I hit a long one, and it broke Mr. Hansen's patio door. She blew her top.
Okay, very good. So that would be Mrs. Okay, it would be a woman, Mrs. Anson. If it's a man, it would be Mr. But now it's Mrs. Anson. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Mrs. Anson.
Yeah, very good, very good. Mrs. Anson's patio door, and she blew her top. Okay, so he was outside practicing hitting his new baseball. Okay, in the back lot, and he hit a long one, and it broke through her patio door. All right. Now, what do you guys think that blew her top would mean?
She was very angry because of the windows broke.
Yeah, very angry. Okay, very
Yeah.
angry. That's what.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me
can
now
hear you.
well?
Yep, I can hear you just fine now.
Okay.
Very good. So yeah, that's what blew her top would mean. Have you guys heard that phrase before? Blew her top? No, not really. Okay, and really, what it stems from, or does anybody know or think they know where it would come from? Anybody know where that would come from? How about let's think of maybe a tea kettle. Okay, have you ever boiled water on a pot? Okay, that has the spout that comes out like that. That has a top that kind of opens up like that. Okay, so for it to move that top, the steam, the water needs to get really hot, and then shoot steam through that. Okay, so that's blowing your top. Okay, when you get mad, okay, you don't stay cool and calm, right? You get really upset, and usually your blood temperature or your blood pressure rises, right? And you get really angry and hot. Okay, so that's where that comes from, to blow your top. Okay. All right, let's go to our next one. Norbert, let me have you read where it says she's on cloud 9. Please read the first paragraph.
Okay. All Latonia ever thought about was horses. She read horse books, watched horse movies, collected toy horses, drew horses, and even dreamed about horses.
Good. All right, and let's see. Pablo, please read the next paragraph.
One day, Latonia got a letter from her grandmother. When I was your age, Latonia read, I wanted a horse more than anything. But I lived in the city just as you do, and I never even got to pet one. I recently read about summer camp for families. There are trails rides every afternoon. Would you like to go with me? We could learn to ride together. Ask your parents to give me a call. Love, Grandma.
Okay, and the last paragraph, please, Alan.
Yeah, sorry. Latonia's father called her grandmother that evening. Sure, Latonia, can go to the camp with you, he replied. She's on a cloud nine.
All right. Okay, class. So, what do you guys think she's on cloud nine would mean?
She's sleeping already.
She's very happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's very happy.
That's right.
Okay, so sleeping. This phrase on cloud nine usually refers to happiness, and sometimes it refers to being in love as well. Okay, so where you're on cloud nine and you're just happy, daydreaming, thinking about whatever that thing is that you love most. Okay, and in this situation, all she ever talked about was horses, is what it says at the very beginning. She dreamt about them. She and collected toy horses, watched horse movies, things like that. Okay, and so she was so excited to go. All right, that when she was given the opportunity, it was like a dream come true for her. All right, so that's why she was put on cloud nine. Now, exactly where cloud nine comes from, I'm not sure. I never looked into the definition of that phrase. Mainly because I've never used it that much. I wouldn't say necessarily that it wouldn't be something that a guy would say, but it's okay.
It's interesting because in French it's the seventh one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But sometimes it could be related to sexual intercourse or relationship.
Yeah.
So when you say that you're at the seventh floor, the seventh cloud, it's like it was amazing.
Like ecstasy, it was the best.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that is really interesting, and that's why I said cloud nine. It's not that poignant of a reference. It means extreme happiness, and you can use that when you're talking about being in love. Okay, there's other phrases that you can use for what you're talking about, Alan. So like a sexual reference or something like that. But cloud nine wouldn't reach that just yet. You can, in a sentence, you can use that and reference that and mean that is extreme happiness. But in general, it's not. So cool. All right, thank you guys. Let's keep going. Any questions about she's on cloud nine or he or she? It doesn't need to be she's on cloud nine. You can say he or she is on cloud nine. Any questions? All right, cool. Let's go to are you down in the dumps? All right, and we'll start off with David. Go ahead and read. Let's see. Read the first. Couple paragraphs down to where it says Josiah said.
Okay. So, hey, Eli, do you want to shoot some hoops? Joshua asked. Nah, replied Eli. Well, do you want to help me work on my bike? You fixed yours, so maybe you could give me some idea. Joshua said. Joshua or
Okay.
Joshua? I don't know.
That would be Josiah.
Josiah. Okay.
Joe. So it's going to have a hard J sound. Josiah.
Josiah.
Okay. And then in the middle there, that word is fixed with that ed ending on fix. Fixed.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Fix.
Yeah, you had said fixed, but that ed ending has a T sound. Fixed. Okay.
Fixed. Okay.
There you go. Okay, and let's see. Griselda, please finish off the rest of that story.
Not today, said Ellie glumly. I need to drop some books by the library. Do you want to go along? We could stop for ice cream on the way home, Josian suggested. No thanks, Ellie sighed. What's the matter? Are you down in the dumps? Asked Josian.
Okay. So what would down in the dumps mean? What do you guys think?
When you are lazy and you want to do anything.
Almost. Yeah, you don't. If you're down in the dumps, you don't want to do anything. But it's not because you're lazy. Okay, it's because of a feeling. How? If you were down in the dumps, how do you guys think you would feel?
You are depressed?
Depressed. Yeah, depressed. What's another word for depressed?
Sad?
Sad. Good. Nice job. So yeah, if you're sad, and this is a word that we learned about the other day, the word bummed. Okay, so if you're bummed, you're really sad. You just, oh man, you're so sad you don't want to do anything. Okay, that would be down in the dumps. Okay, and mainly, I believe this phrase came from it. Probably came out during the Great Depression in the United States, so between 1929. Yeah, like a bad mood. A bad mood to not to where you're angry though, Cynthia. Okay, so sometimes if you're in a bad mood, you're kind of angry and mean to people. Okay, but if you're in a bad mood, it's more on the sad side where it's more of a bad mood with yourself. Okay, you don't feel good. You feel sad. You feel sort of depressed. Okay, and so you'd be down in the dumps. Okay, yeah, and so I believe it has a reference to the Great Depression when many people in the United States lost pretty much everything, and in some cases had to live in like tocando el fondo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, many people had to live in squalor. Squalor would be living very, very poorly. Okay, living next to dumps, living in trash. Okay, it was just kind of just a really bad situation altogether, and a lot of people felt depressed. Hence, the reason why it was called the Great Depression. Okay. All right. Any questions about that phrase?
It's okay.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I believe Jericho, you are next. Let's scroll down. We're going to go to "You hit the nail on the head." Okay, and read that first paragraph, please.
Brittany had just moved to a new school, and she was nervous about her classes, since social science was her harder subject. She decided to take her book home every night to study ahead.
Okay, good. Let's see. Kuvra, let me have you read that next paragraph, please.
Okay. One day her teacher, Mr. Sanchez, announces we're starting a new inventors. Does anyone know who invented dozens of uses for peanuts?
That'd be peanuts.
Peanuts.
Brittany?
Brittany looked around. Everyone in the class seemed puzzled. So she slowly raised her hand.
Okay, that would be raised. She slowly raised her hand. Try that one more time.
She slowly raised her hand.
Good, nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and let's see. Maria, please finish out the rest of that story.
Okay. Yes, Brittany, Mr. Sanchez called. Is George Washington Carver? She answered. You hit the nail on the head, Mr. Sanchez exclaimed.
All right, very good, very good. All right, so class, okay, you hit the nail on the head. What would you hit the nail on the head mean?
You are right?
Be right.
You lose
good.
something on the first try.
Yes, that would be a good way to use that as well. So, doing something on the first try, being right, being correct. Okay, and why do you think we would use that? Has anyone ever tried to use a hammer and nail before? I know that may be a silly question, but some people have never used one before. I grew up building houses, and so before we had nail guns that would shoot the nail into the wood, hammer and nail. Okay, and if you hit a nail incorrectly, what happens to that nail? Anybody know?
Deformate.
It bends, right? And at times when we didn't have enough nails, I had to straighten the nail out, right, and try it again. But then that nail is bent and it's harder to use, right? So hitting the nail on the head, which would be that flat part, okay, that flat part of the nail, is important, because if you do, then it goes right in and everything's good. All right? So yes, it means to do something correct, and at times it can mean to do something right on the first time. Okay? Very good. Thank you, guys. Any questions about hitting the nail on the head?
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
But I can say anyway.
What do you want to say?
No, anyway.
Okay, all right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, very
No.
cool. Let's go to our next one. Okay, this one is get your head out of the clouds. All right,
Yok ya, bir
and
soru söyleyemedim, biliyor musun ya, anlamadım. Neyse.
all right, okay. And Lorenzo, how are you? All right, who did I stop off with? Is it Nino? Is it your turn?
Maybe
I think so. We'll start with you. Okay, so go ahead and read that first paragraph.
Okay. Get your head out of the clouds. Coach Cooper finally let me play goalie. Goalie, is right?
Yeah, goalie, and that would be finally. Coach Cooper finally let me play goalie.
Goalie, okay. Exclaimed Pete as he ran to this position. Come on, bring the ball to me. He yelled. See what I do with it.
Okay, Norbert.
Pete watched the action at the other end of the field. I wonder what it would be like playing professional soccer, thought Pete. No one would ever score on me. I'd be the most famous goalie ever. I'd be rich. Everywhere I went, kids would want my autograph. Teams would fight over who got me, and everyone would say.
All right, and Alan.
Yes.
Okay, that last paragraph.
Where are we exactly? I'm sorry.
We're on get your head out of the clouds. Last paragraph.
Okay. Whiz. Suddenly, the ball flew over Pete's shoulder. Everyone on the team groaned loudly. Pete, get your head out of the cloud, yelled Coach Cooper.
Very good. Okay, so guys, what and ladies and gentlemen, I'll use that instead of saying guys. What do you think get your head out of the clouds would mean?
Stop dreaming.
Stop dreaming. Good. You can say stop dreaming or also stop daydreaming. Okay?
Yes, daydreaming.
Okay. Now, where do you think that would come from? Get your head out of the clouds.
Because everybody had a dream to achieve the clouds, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you a hint. What would it mean if I went like this? Do you guys know what that would mean? If you see someone go like this, this means weed or marijuana. Okay. So smoking weed, and what does that do? Okay, that makes you kind of get relaxed, and you're kind of in this dream state, right? Okay, so that's where that phrase comes from. Okay, you hear being up in the clouds, being high as a kite. Okay, if you listen to the Beatles records, all right, if you listen to the Beatles, you'll have a lot of references to drugs, Bob Marley, things like that, where they're talking about being up in the clouds. All right. Now that reference sort of comes from it because when you do drugs, you're not paying attention to anything. All right. But we've changed it to referring to daydreaming. Okay, to where you're not paying attention to what's going on. You have your head up in the clouds. All right. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Let's go to our next one. That's a pretty kettle of fish. You know what? We don't use that one. We don't use that one at all. All right, let's skip down. We'll go to she's got cold feet. This is a better one that we actually use. Okay, and let's see. Who are we on? David, let me have you read about half that. So I'll have you read until it says explained. Okay?
Okay. That's a pretty kettle of fish.
Nope. We're gonna read the go down to another one. A pretty kettle of fish. We don't use that anymore. So the next one is she's got cold feet.
She's got cold feet. She's got cold feet. Me go to the principal's office. Sputter shouting, "Why me? Because you are our student council representative, and it's your job to ask the principal if we can have a class carnival to raise money for our field trip." Mrs. Reading explained.
Okay, good. And Griselda, continue. Read the rest of that, please.
Okay. Everyone started at Selena. Okay, she sighed. I'll go, but I've never been to the principal's office before.
Okay, hold on one second. So on that very first line, everyone stared. Stared with the D at the end.
Okay.
Stared. One more time. Stared. Okay, all right. Okay, so keep going.
Selena was back in 3 minutes. What did the principal say? The students asked. Selena just looked at the floor. I'll bet she got cold feet. Mutter Vance.
That would be muttered. Muttered Vance.
Mutter Vance. And what does it mean?
Mutter, when someone mutters, it's like when you hear someone speak to the side, I bet she got cold feet. You know, when he says something to other people, they say it like they want it to be quiet, but they actually want everyone to hear it. That's when you mutter something. Okay, it's very sarcastic. Okay, so class, what do you think to get cold feet would mean? Okay, so she or he's got cold feet. What would that mean?
To be nervous.
Wait, who said that?
To be nervous.
Yes, to be nervous. Okay, have you guys heard that phrase before?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay, so to get cold feet, all right, would be to be nervous and to not follow through with something. All right. So because you get cold feet, it's like, for example, let's say I'm with my friends at the mall, and I see Maria over there. I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get her number so I can go out with her this Saturday. All right, and I go over there. Maria's with her friends and she's talking, having a good time. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. But then I never do. And I go back to my friends and they're all laughing at me and they're like, you got cold feet. Okay, so that would mean that I got nervous and I didn't actually follow through with it. Okay, you would use that a lot of times in talking about relationships and that sort of situation where you're talking about going and getting a girl's number or speaking in front of people. Okay, if they get up there and that's called stage fright, where you get up there and you're like, oh man, I can't talk, and you get cold feet and you don't know what to do. Things like that. All right, or when you're supposed to give a sales presentation and you just kind of, it collapses on you and it doesn't come out right. All right, that would be getting cold feet, getting nervous. All right, any questions about that?
It's like the expression, I have butterflies in my stomach.
That would be Okay, so the difference. Okay, so what Jericho said here is to get butterflies in your stomach. All
The
right.
feeling that was.
Okay, that's that nervous feeling. All right, but even when you have butterflies, that still signifies that you may go through with whatever you're going to do. So if you're going to speak to a crowd, right, and you may get butterflies in your stomach, and but you're still going to go through with it. Okay, if you get cold feet, you were so nervous, you didn't do it. Okay, so that would be the difference between the two. Does that make sense?
Do you say tummy in the US?
Say that one more time.
Do you say tummy? For example, I've got butterflies in my tummy.
You can, but tummy is more used with children. Children say tummy.
Okay.
Okay, and adults would say stomach or belly. You may hear some people say belly. Okay. But anyway, yeah, cold feet is used a lot. We say that a lot. Alan, have you heard that much in the U.S. or sorry, in London?
Yeah, I heard it once, but I didn't know what it meant actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So that's what it means. And to get cold feet and you don't follow through with something. All right. A lot of times it's used with guys having to go talk to a girl. Okay, to get information. That's when it's usually, or at least that's when I've usually used it. All right. So cool. All right. Let's go to our next one. Okay. All right. It's raining cats and dogs. All right, and let's see, who did we leave off with? Griselda, you read the last paragraph, right? So
Yes.
I believe Jericho, please read the first paragraph here.
Okay. File day was coming up, and all the students were practicing. Blake was throwing a football, and Greta was running the 100-yard dash. Scott, Matthew, and Richie were in the three-legged race, and Nina was in the free throw contest. Altogether, there were 12 events.
All right, very good. And let's see, Kubra, please read the next paragraph. Kubra, can you hear me okay? All right, Lorenzo, how about you?
The big day finally arrived. Dark clouds covered the sky as students met in the schoolyard. The principal, Miss Choi, blew his whistle. "It's time for the races. Line up by class," he called.
All right, and let's see. Maria, please read till the end.
Okay. Just then large raindrops began to fall, slowly at first, then faster and harder. Mr. Cho blew his whistle again. "Everyone back inside," he announced. "It's raining cats and dogs. No field day today." Nina shot as she ran indoors.
Very, very good. Nina shouted.
Shouted. Okay.
Okay, good. So, class, what do you believe raining cats and dogs would mean?
Raining too hard?
Yes, raining very hard. Okay, so it's not just rain, but it's pouring. It's coming down like you can't believe it. You can barely walk around outside. All right, it's just really, really raining hard. Okay, and that one. It is said more people in the older generation would say that. If they were my age, we would say it kind of like in a joking manner because it wouldn't be said seriously, right? And that's just because of how old the phrase is. It's been around for a while. Let's see, the link should be working. Let me see if I can grab another one, Alan. So anyway, that's yeah. So you will hear that, just not all the time. It's sort of, if by the younger generation, it's said in a joking manner. The older ones, they really do mean it. So, okay, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our next one. We got about 5 minutes left. Okay, so we're all in the same boat, and left off with Maria. Did you read? You read last, right? Okay, let's go to Nino. Nino, let me have you read that first paragraph, please.
Okay. I can barely lift my backpack, complained Quincy. I have to study for a math test. My report about the Constitution needs to be typed tonight. We have a concert coming up, so I have to drag my trumpet home. I have to answer all the unit questions for science, and I have 9 more chapters to read for my book report. And the worst part is that my favorite TV show is on tonight. I won't even have time to watch it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Norbert.
Aaron and Cherry frowned. Look at our backpacks, Quincy, demanded Aaron. We go to this school, too, and have the same teachers you do. We're all in the same boat.
All right, very good. Nice reading, you guys. Okay, so what do you think we are all in the same boat would mean?
To have the same problem?
Yes, or
to be
everybody
in the same situation.
To face the same situation.
Okay, good. Yeah, so to be in the same situation. I apologize. That second link that I put on here, guys, that's not me. Hold on. That's someone else. It took me, I don't know why I did that. Give me 1 second. Let me go back to. Oh, it looks like it only has the one song. I have 2 songs that are on there. I don't know why it's not going to it, but oh, here it is. Okay, so let me get this real quick, and then we'll knock out one more. So that other one's more digital. This last song that I'm posting is a song that I did with a band that I played in called Frame and Canvas. Okay, cool. All right, so yes, being all in the same boat. Being all in the same boat means that we're all in the same situation. That could be a bad thing, or it could be a good thing.
But usually,
say that again.
But usually, it's not a pleasant situation.
Exactly. Usually, it's not a pleasant situation. Usually, it's going to be something hokey, all right, or something that's bad. Okay. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can knock out one more. Keep it under your hat. Alan, let me have you read the first 2 paragraphs there.
Sure. Hi, Alison. Molly said as she walked into her friend's room. Whoa, where did you get all that money? Alison counted. 21, 22, 23. I have $23.19. I've been saving my allowance, and Mom gave me money for playing with the baby while she studied, and Grandma sent me $10 for my birthday, Alison replied.
Good. All right. And David, finish off that story.
Okay. What are you going to do with it? Molly asked. I don't know yet, Alison confessed. But I don't know that if my big brother finds out that I have money, he'll want to borrow someone. So keep it under your hat.
Very good. So, what do you guys think keep it under your hat would mean?
To keep safe.
Almost.
Don't
Okay,
waste.
to hide. All right. Now, when we're talking about keep it under your hat, it's usually referring to information. Okay. So, but I don't. If my brother finds out that I have money, he'll want to borrow some. Okay. So it's not. We're not talking necessarily about the money, but the information that she has the money. So keeping it under your hat, referring to information, would be keeping a secret. Okay,
Okay.
and so keep it under your hat. Okay, that's keep a secret. Also, keep a lid on it. Okay, so keep a lid on it would be another way to say, hey, keep a secret. Okay, or the other way would be mum's the word. Mum's the word. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this idiom class and my last one. My last one was just kind of funky. I thought I was going to enjoy that last exercise more. This one I liked because it had a story with each one as we went along. But okay. But anyway, thank you all for coming to my class today or this hour. My next class is going to be we're going to be mainly focusing on reading. We're going to be talking about Italy and the Euro debt crisis. Okay, I don't hold any opinions on that. We're just going to be reading through the material there. Okay. All right, you guys. We'll see you.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Bye.